and welcome to Game 18 on the World Cricket Fans Show, daily show, which we are bringing to you every day with cricket fans around the world. And it's a pleasure today for my team, Rajasthan Royals, the only Royals that have really won one IPL. Yeah, the real Royals. As you can, RR is the real Royals, and we're in action today against KKR Nahi. Yeah, KKR Nahi. So hopefully we will be able to discuss the game today and see what's going to happen. Also look back to yesterday, Mumbai Indians missing in action. Mumbai Indians, MI missing in action. So DC's in the house, RCB's in the house, and we also have KKR in the house. Today we have our special guest, KKR fan extraordinaire, Rishabh Sharma from New Delhi. Rishabh, how are you? And he's on mute. There we are, Rishabh.
Yeah, so I'm good. I'm good. How's everyone?
We're all good. We're all good. Looking forward to the game.
Yeah.
Your take today, KKR TR or Nahi TR?
To be honest with you, like I have been a huge fan of KKR from last 12 to 13 years, but this year, I mean, I feel things are a bit different because we are going in with that defensive mindset. I mean, we never have played our cricket with that kind of defensive mindsets. I thought that after 2018 when Bass came in as our coach, I thought the things would change, but the things have not been, they haven't changed. Like we were same the last year, and now even this year we are doing the same mistakes again, but hopefully things will get better after that last innings of Russell. So I'm just hoping, fingers crossed, that the things will change probably this time around though.
Yes, and this is the big thing because a lot of debate on the social media has been, whose team is this? Is it Owen Morgan's or is it Baz McCullum's?
Where's McCallum's team? Exactly. Exactly. I mean, the two mindsets are clashing, I would say, because the team selection was not good as well. I mean, for the last game, like when you see the Mumbai's wicket, I just remember, like I remember the 2015 game. There was this Pakistani all rounder we had in our team. Like I don't exactly remember Syed Mahmood, if I'm not wrong. So we had this option of Ben cutting. Like for the last match, we had this option of including Ben cutting at the place of Sunil Narayan, because the pitch was not assisting the spinners. But we went in with that defensive mindset of Sunil Narayan because we thought that he has done well for us in the past, so he will do well for us as well right now. But as far as that attacking mindset goes, I thought we would have gone with Ben Cuttings. We all know that he's a powerful striker, as well as he can give you 2-3 fast 2-3 overs of that medium pace. So it might have been a good option, but yeah, they went with that defensive mindset of Sunil Narayan because he has done well in the past for us, so he went ahead with him, which I thought was not a right option as far as that Mumbai's wicket is concerned.
Yes, and this is the big thing because every ground is different and we got to find the right balance for that
Exactly,
ground.
right combination, right players for right pitches, and right players for right stadiums as well. Because if I remember, Ben Cutting played for Mumbai Indians as well. So
Yeah.
we might have used his experience in the last game, but still, I'm not sure that they will play. They will play him in this game as well. So I don't really think I'm not sure about their mindset right now.
Yeah. And the mindset is big. And I said, we're coming off a couple of defeats. And Krishna on the fan chat has just said, Halla Ball will win today. Hopefully, Krishna Gopal, that will happen. I've got the blue shirt on and I'm tapping the one star as usual. And we're going to hope that we can beat KKR today, because today, I think the winning team is almost certainly going to go home after that. So if we lose today, I think it's going to be curtains for us. So we will see. Hopefully, Halla Ball win today. But KKR are going to be dangerous because they were very unlucky in the last game. I'm going to go to Romit Bhai. Romit Bhai, missing in action. I know you might be disappointed about yesterday. Yesterday it went wrong. What's going to happen today?
Yeah, about yesterday, like I just want to forget about it. Like now we are moving to another location. So just I'll forget whatever happened in Chennai. Now it's another phase starting for us. So I'll be looking forward to that, and hopefully will come out well. And about today's match, obviously KKR, after coming such sort of performance last match, the lower middle order scoring so many runs, about 170, they'll have the confidence in themselves. So like I was seeing some Instagram videos of them also, like they are very pepped up about the last performance, and they are very positive about it. So they are looking for a very good win. Whereas when you come to Rajasthan, like they are not looking so much confident. The middle order is also not performing well, and captaincy has also been an issue for Sanju Samson because he can't really motivate the guys. So regarding seeing all that today, KKR has a better edge, but you don't know if Butler gets going, no one can stop him. So there's only one player which can save RR, is that is Josh Butler by scoring big. But if he can't perform, then again KKR will have the edge over the full match.
Yes, and as I say, you live in Calcutta, you have Rasagule every night. Every night, I think. We will see what happens today with the Rasagule dal bati churma. I've still got to go on my YouTube video and learn how to make it. And then, if we do win or get to the qualifiers, I will make the dal bati churma on YouTube and send it to the world cricket fans. So we will definitely try that if we get to the playoffs. I'm going to go to Tanish also in Delhi. Tanish, today we are seeing a match. Sanju's captaincy is under a lot of threat. What's your views on Sanju's captaincy?
Yeah, sir, absolutely. Like if we talk about Sanju Samson, he consistently performed well in the first match against Punjab Kings with his bat, but somehow he lacks in the captaincy field of mind. Like he couldn't compete. He couldn't compete in the death overs. Like although he uses bowlers completely well, but somehow he lags behind in captaincy as he doesn't have that much experience. Like if we compare IPL and international cricket, they both are completely different. So somehow he lagged previously in the last three matches. Although he was great in the match against Punjab Kings.
Yes, and that's the thing. We're seeing these players with the World Cup coming up in India. Sanju Samson had that platform already, scored a century. Had he scored runs in the next two games, his case to play for India would have been undoubtedly strong. Ishan Kishan has failed, like we saw yesterday, Basha. Ishan Kishan, what's the problem? And what's the problem with keep him picking the cock up top?
Uh, it's been a very roller coaster for Decock and Ishan Kishan as well. I will agree with you. Like Ishan has failed massively. Even when you look for the Decock, he has also when he's failed massively. When it comes to the keeping, even I don't see Quinton keeping as confident as he was keeping last season for us. He has made here and there errors in keeping as well, but that goes unnoticed because he is a batsman. He gets some say odd runs around 20 30, and so we just neglect things. When it was just a low scoring games, not about yesterday. Before that also, it was somewhere around 159 and 158 the target we had given to our opponents. He had massively contributed 23 and 24, but people had looked at not his keeping. So I want people to see his keeping as well, that he is not performing in that area. And if I won't mind replacing Quinton with Chris, and Ishan keeping up the wickets. Yeah, any day in this season, even the first match, if I compare, Ishan kept better for us rather than Quinton going as a wicket keeper.
Yes, and that's what thing we got to look at now is what's going to happen. And again, low scores is the secret. Can the batsmen, like yesterday when we saw Punjab, when we saw 132, 134 on the board, I knew Punjab were going to do it because KR Rahul, it's in his element to play that role when he doesn't have to take any risks and he just occupies the crease and surely the runs come. On the Rajasthan Royals, we have Anuj. Anuj, our special guest again. Anuj, what is going wrong with the Royals, in your opinion? And now we're trying to keep confident, being the real Royals, as I call them. But we have the problems at the opening. We have the problems in the middle order. And we also have problems in the spin department.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of setback when it comes to the opening match. I mean, we didn't have Joffrey Archer, then we had injury of Ben Stokes, now no Liam Livingston, and most importantly, Butler is not performing for us. That is the biggest worry point for me. But talking today about the game, I'm seeing Sanju Samson opening with Josh Butler today because I want that solidity. at the top order. I don't want that 30 for 5 in 6 overs. I want 45 for none. Just don't go for 60 odd in the first 6 overs. Play sensibly, but make sure that you have the wickets intact. So I'm seeing a change. Dropping Bohra. Giving Samson the natural part. Just go out there, express himself. Play our captain's innings. And then in place of Vora, I will be playing Mahipal Lomro today because he showed a lot of promise in the last season. He scored a half century against RCB. So I mean, also with a light, left and right hand combination, you somehow make sure that bowler when he's bowling is not absolutely getting the right purchase from the pitch. So I'm expecting a couple of changes from the Rajasthan side. But when it comes to that strategy part, I believe Sangakkara must have sat with Sanju Samson and Josh Butler that it's high time now. It's 4 matches for us done and dusted. 10 more to go. Let's go out there with a positive energy. Forget what has happened because in this T20 format it's a very high pressure and high voltage game. So I'm expecting a lot of today from the Rajasthan Royals, and let's hope for the Halla Ball show today.
Yes, and I think what another change could happen today. Josh comes in at wicketkeeper, and then Sanju comes in on long off or mid off, closer to the bowlers, and encourage them to do the tactics, because I think that's what's not been happening in us. I know, go to Yatarat now, Delhi Capitals, Rishabh Pant and Sanju Samson, the big competition. At the moment, there's only one winner in that competition, isn't there?
Exactly, Rishabh Pant is definitely leading, but I think the fact being Sanju being left behind is he doesn't have experienced guys around him. If we talk about Rishabh Pant, you have the backhand of someone like Shikhar Dhawan, Ashwin. Then you have likes of Steven Smith, who gives a lot of, they have a lot of experience. Even the way Ashwin, he can handle situation at par, and the message directly comes from the backhand. Ricky Ponting, just directly, and the main thing which is at the ground is execution, how well you execute your plan. So for me, Rishabh Pant at executing, I think he's doing a great job. But the thing which goes wrong with Sanju Samson is he doesn't have experienced guys around. I think they lack, if their plan A goes wrong, I think Sanju Samson really fails, how to execute plan B. I think something is not going wrong. And that captaincy pressure is also lacking him in the bat. In the first match when he played, he scored some brilliant century and a turn knock, and almost went on for his team to victory. And on the other hand, when his team were under pressure, I think the pressure, the captaincy pressure, and him also not performing, I think that is making a lot of trouble. So I think Kumar Sangakkara, he needs to work how to manage his workload and pressures, and I think that he can be back. And because Sanju Samson as a if we look him as a batsman, I think there is no replacement as him. If Sanju Samson gets to open with someone like Josh Butler and they both fire on the day, then I think they can destroy any bowling attack on whenever they used to do that.
Yeah, and that's true. But the problem I have with this strategy, what you and Anuj have, the problem is you've got your two best batsmen at the top. If they fire, fine. But if they don't, then you have a massive goal from 3 to 5, which is going to be the massive problem. So I would say have probably Dubey to open with Josh or Sanju, and drop Josh to 4 or 5. Then you've got the middle order sorted as well.
Even they can promote someone like Riyan Parag, because if Riyan Parag gets settled in, then he is like a boss. I remember a partnership with Sanju Samson and Riyan Parag. They scored some 50 odd runs in just 19 balls. And when you have a player like David Miller who can just anchor your middle order, then I think they should promote someone like Riyan Parag and Shivam Dube up, because Shivam Dube was so helpful in the previous match. The Wankhede pitch helps him so much. So I think a track like Wankhede, they should just promote their middle order batsmen like Riyan Parag to step in. Shivam Dube and David Miller can anchor the rogue. So I think Rajasthan Royal would be fine there with their middle order if they even allow Sanju Samson and Josh Butler to open.
Yes, that could possibly be true. And I'd prefer Riyan Parag or Dubey to open. Keep their wicket. Must keep their wicket. Not even go 35 for the first 6. That would be good. But after that, let the other guys fire. Because obviously we've got Cummins, we've got We've got a lot of Prasidh Krishna. We've got quite a good bowlers for
Varun
KKR
Chakravarti.
today, which they will face. Varun, just coming up to you. And as a Sunrisers fan, you've got the big game against Delhi tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you've done the same thing that I'm saying with Kane into the team. Kane is that anchor at three. What do you think is going to happen today? KKR versus Rajasthan Royals.
Well, first of all, everyone has been saying, in this the meeting that Dubey should open. I completely agree with that because I think I saw one time, I think he opened for India as well. He gave a banging start for them. He was a really good opening or one down. You can play him opening or one down. I think Rian Parag should stay at his position in the middle order. He will be good, with partnership with the Tewatia. Um, but yeah, Butler, I don't think he should be at two though. He should stick with opening because he's experienced. As always, he can give you a good start. And as Yatat said, if he gets a good start, you can defeat him. You can get him out.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking for. And like tomorrow, a big game tomorrow, DC versus Sunrisers. Really, really important game for Sunrisers to win that game, and DC going for the top four as well. I'm going to go to Sanju. Sanju, this captaincy, Indian captain of being the franchise is very important. We've got Owen Morgan and we've got Sanju Samson. Who's going to be the successful captain today? Would it be Owen or would it be your namesake, Sanju?
Yeah, but going because as you told, win is important for both the teams because anyone loses, as you told, they are partially out of the tournament. So I would think today, if Sanju makes good changes in the team, like as you told, bringing promoting Dubey to opening and Butler down the order, yeah, Rajasthan has a chance. But according to me, in Wankhede pitch, I think Sanju will take over the captaincy today.
Okay, now that's going to be interesting. And Krishna has just come up with a question there saying, yeah, Sanju doesn't have the bowlers. And today, hopefully, Lord of Nadkat will play. He will take the 5 wickets and we will all be happy. So, Sunny Bhai, up to yourself now. As I say, you're looking at today's game. Where are you thinking this? Do you think Rishabh will be having Rashagulle or do you think we will be having Dal Bati Churma?
I think the only way you can have dal bati churma is by making the I would say good combinations because we've seen so far कि हुआ क्या है राजस्थान के साथ they haven't got either they haven't got their batting setup right or they haven't got their bowling setup right. So if they somehow manage to get their playing 11 combination right, which I feel that in today's match it's very important if you play someone like Yashasvi Jaiswal at the top along with Josh Butler because what will happen is Jaiswal has played there at Wankhede for Mumbai, so he has got that sort of experience. He's got the conditions also. He's pretty well known to him. So I feel कि अगर बटलर और जायसवाल ओपन करेंगे बटलर कैन go from the ball one and Jaiswal can play the anchor innings. Sanju will be first down. Then you can try an explosive another wicket-keeper batsman Anuj Rawat from Delhi, who has done really well in the domestic circuit. Then you can pinch in David Miller in, and it's up to you whether you want to get Chris Morris to bank some of the sixes. But I think they need to get their batting setup right, and in bowling, as you mentioned about Lord Unadkat, I don't think he'll be playing tonight because we've seen what happened last night. But it's important to play Mayank Markande on that Wankhede wicket because he's played one season with Mumbai Indians and he's done well on that wicket. So I think get Mayank Markande in, try to play Kartik Tyagi if possible, but that will make a lot of changes in just one match. But the thing is, if you need to be there along with the best, you need to be there in the top four. You got to take harsh call. You get to have your playing 11 combination right, and only then you can defeat a team like KKR. But I think as RR have got a lot of problems with them, same goes with KKR. Their captain isn't performing up to the mark.
although he's a captain, he got to take that charge, but he's not taking that charge. Russell has fired up in the last match, but it's difficult to say whether he'll come up good again tonight or not. So it's, both teams are equally balanced as far as problems are concerned. But I think if I were to choose between Rajasthan Royals and KKR, I would definitely go with Rajasthan Royals tonight. And
Wow, wow,
considering
wow.
KKR still managed to win only single game at Wankhede, they've played around 9 matches, they've lost 8, they've won only 1.
Well, and that's the form going into the 1KD. And as I say, we look at this match on a neutral ground. Who's going to do that? I have to see that. Yes. You get better. We will see you later, hopefully tomorrow. And we will have the Chole Badure tomorrow. Anuj, I say, Sunny's made some great points there, saying this is going to happen. Rishabh, we have you on there saying, are you happy with your team, Rishabh, for KKR? And then we'll go to Anuj, and Anuj will see what's going to happen today. So you were really close last time, Rishabh, of reeling that massive score in against Chennai. Do you think you see the same happening, batting first or chasing? What would you prefer?
I would say chasing. Because we have a good bowling attack, and we know the kind of firepower Rajasthan has. The Butlers and the Samsons and all of that. So what I would want them is to to restrict them till like what I would say is 170 till 180, and then I will say that the kind of firepower we have, we will be able to chase that target down. I would say
And I
170,
say that's
180.
one thing that we want to do. We would rather chase as well. Anuj, do you think our bowling is going to improve? Because we were pretty bad against RCB. I know Sanju was happy about our bowling attack against RCB. Do you think we will do something more in this game? What would you change? Will Suresh Gopal play?
Well, that's basically gonna be very interesting. Shreyas Gopal playing today, but I hope that the bowlers have learned from the mistakes what they did in the previous match. It's very important for them to learn where they bowled to Patikal and Virat Kohli. I think it's going to be very interesting to see that they how who basically start for Rajasthan, because हमने देखा था कि श्रेयस गोपाल से उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया था उस पूरी बेल्टर पिच पे, only because of the mental barrier that Virat Kohli has of bowling out to the leg spinners. आदिल रशीद को आउट हुए थे और उससे पहले पिछले सीजन में श्रेयस गोपाल ने आउट भी किया था उन्हें. तो ये बड़ा देखना दिलचस्प रहने वाला है कि क्या थिंक टैंक ने इस बारी क्या चेंजेस करे हैं, क्योंकि वही सेम अप्रोच के साथ नहीं जाना है. अब हाई टाइम आ चुका है, 4 मैचेस हो चुके हैं, तो अभी इंपॉर्टेंट होने वाला है संजू सैमसन के लिए भी कि जो उनको एक पीरियड दिया गया था कि ठीक है आप एक नए कप्तान है, जस्ट गिव हिम 3 to 4 मैचेस टू सेटल डाउन, बट आई गेस दैट इट्स बीन डन एंड डस्टेड, और अब बिजनेस एंड आने वाला है. तो अगर अभी इफ दे आर नॉट playing with a good combination, as Sunny also mentioned, कि अगर हम अच्छे combination के साथ खेलेंगे, then only we can have dal bati churma today. So it's very important that we will go with a good combination, execute our plans, और एक अच्छी formidable side के साथ जाए. I mean, मुंबई इंडियंस इतनी अच्छी साइड क्यों है, क्योंकि वो एक अच्छी साइड के साथ खेलते हैं. Although they are not performing well in this season, but ज्यादा चॉप एंड चेंज स्टेबल साइड नहीं होती है फिर, जैसे आरसीबी के साथ होता है पिछले 4-5 सालों में. सो यही मेरी उम्मीद है कि अच्छा प्लान्स लेके आएंगे, फ्रेश स्टार्ट करें, जो हुआ उसे भूल जाए, अब जो एग्जीक्यूट करने के लिए चीजें वो करें, और आज होपफुली रोशोगुल्ला की जगह जो है दाल बाटी चूरमा होगा पाजी.
Wow. I love that summary of putting it right in the end, and the poetry is there. And Rishabh, I'm just going to go quickly to you again. Are you happy with Owen Morgan, or do you think DK, Dinesh, with the funky jackets and funky shirts should be captain?
I think, Morgan has done some mistakes, like we have seen, not giving Varun Chakravarti that second or third over in the power play. So I don't really think that that tuning is there as far as the captaincy is concerned. But I think as far as I know, the KKR tank, I think they will go ahead with Morgan only.
Oh wow, that's interesting. And again,
I just want to ask one thing, Paji, and also from the KKR fans present here, that do you all think that KKR is somehow majorly relying on the statistics? If you see I mean, they always have, the think tank always have this notebook and all that stuff. That okay, अगर कोई इंसान out हुआ, any cricketer has gone out, they are writing, all this thing. Do you think they are, focusing on the practical stuff? They have David Hussey, they
I
have,
was I was
Brendan
just
McCallum,
saying
they
this.
have all those
I was
guys.
just saying this. I was just saying this because the thing which
Okay,
I feel in this IPL is that last time kya hua tha that the KKR tank always rely on statistics. Like
yeah,
Sunil Narine hasn't been performing well from like 2018, but still they are playing him. And the second thing is that if you see the dimensions of stadium like Wankhede Stadium, if you see the pitch, Sunil Narine को नहीं खेलना चाहिए था last match. Either they would have gone with Lockie Ferguson with that fast bowling option, or they could have gone with Ben Cutting if they were concerned about that betting order. So that Ben Cutting se wo do teen over nikalte because he's a good death bowler. We have seen that in BBL doing well for Sydney Thunders. राइट सो वो 2-3 ओवर वहां से निकलवा सकते थे एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट वो उनको एक डेप्थ भी मिलता बैटिंग में बट सिंस वो माइंडसेट ऐसा है दैट
yeah.
we have to have that Sunil Narine in the middle order and then we have to play him so that's the kind of mindset that's the kind of mindset we as fans don't understand
Wow. And
and
that's
I
really
think
that,
I think
Bolo? I think he's frozen. But yeah, I understand the point Rishabh is making there. They are very statistically heavy, KKR, and you do see Baz McCullum putting all the figures in and taking it from there. Romit Bhai, Sari, do you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention about, when Gautam Gambhir was there with KKR, he actually managed the whole KKR setup pretty well. He had his calculations, his game awareness with him, and he used to calculate everything, what is required and when is required and where is required. So everything was right there with right proportion, which is
Yeah,
missing right now.
that's why I was happy.
absolutely.
That's why I was happy when when Baz came in as coach because I feel that as cricketers Baz and Gambhir are both like same because they have that attacking mindset. But as Paji said, abhi samajh hi nahi aa raha hai that ye team hai kiski. Is this Ian Morgan's team or this is Baz McCullum's team because they both have a very different kind of a leadership if we can say. So that's what we as fans are not understanding.
Yes, and
But don't you think that that aggressive mentality or जब आप खेल रहे होते हो तब चल जाती है but as in coach it's a totally different ball game altogether. Paji, we were also having a podcast and we were discussing about the man manager skills back, I mean, two months back. Do you think that that aggressive mentality and all that stuff when it comes to coach kahin na kahin they need to change their mindset towards it? I mean, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah. Obviously. I mean, we have a prime example for this. Like, we can see DC, Delhi Capitals, the way they performed in 2019 and the way they are performing in 2020. I mean, if we see the teams of KKR and Delhi, we are up there. Like the starting playing 11 of Delhi Capitals and KKR is like they're like same, but they are performing differently altogether. So that's what I feel. I mean, when it comes to coaching, Ricky Ponting, he rubs it off to his teammates as well as his captain, but it is not happening as far as KKR is concerned.
And Dante is saying to me, Sandy Paji, how excited you are today with puja for Lord and Cut? No puja today. It's Saturday, so I am resting from Pandit duties today. I am resting and giving Lord and Cut some space because he needs to play. If he plays today, puja will start again tomorrow. Robert, Kolkata ka mahol kya hai? As I say, you are based in Kolkata. Are the fans really disappointed with what's going on, or do you think they are more disappointed with Mumbai Indians?
Like I have my friends who support KKR, like they're really disappointed, but they also have this positive attitude that whatever it's that they lost the last game, but they fought till the end. So that really had a positive influence on them. So really, they are looking forward to this game and thinking to come back in the winning ways and more and hoping Morgan to perform well. So it's a good positive side for KKR fans. So I think they should not be upset about last game, and they should look forward to this game, and they might come out on the winning side today.
And yes,
So Paji, I just want to ask one thing.
yeah.
Since all WCF fans are here, like, what is your take on Shubman Gill's batting? Like, we have seen him in 2018, we have seen him 2019, and now 2021. I just really want to understand, what's your take on his batting, and as far as uh, his batting in power play is concerned, because he strikes the ball like he scores one boundary or two boundaries, and then he plays three or four or five dot balls in an over, which don't make any sense to me. Because if you're striking it at like 98 or 100, if you're playing at that kind of strike rate in power play overs, you're not helping the team. So what's your take on this?
I will let Basha answer the first question, and then I will tell you my views. My views are quite clear on Shubman Gill. And Basha, if you can look at that, is it this relationship with Tendulkar's daughter which is causing the problems?
That's something beyond my capabilities.
And
Okay,
I'm
so
just
now
saying that because it is birthday of Papaji Sachin Tendulkar today. So Sachin Tendulkar, happy birthday, and I hope your future son-in-law does well. Varun, one question before we answer that
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying Rajasthan Royals have won the toss and elected to
And they
field
chose to
first.
bowl first.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant,
Just to
brilliant.
bowl first.
काफी मजा आया इस सुन के इस न्यूज़ सुन के काफी मजा आ गया. All hell, loaded Nutcut. Is Nutcut playing? Let me know. Basha, go to the question.
Yeah, any changes? Any changes? Yeah, yeah, Basha.
Okay, so first of all, my take on Shubman Gill is, I don't know. To be very honest, I'll start from his Australian series. He performed well in Test series. He went quite overconfident. What I feel is what I feel, because when you see his England series, also he couldn't fire after the first Test match. Yeah, after held in Chennai, his scores were not that great. Even coming back to IPL, he showed some glimpse of yeah, attacking here and there, but I would say he failed massively. And what I feel is the board has given him enough chances currently. When when we come for BCCI as well as the KKR management, they have to really also look at their opening slot as well. uh, it was Nitesh Rana who performed in the first match, and after that he as well
He
in the second
continuously
match
fails again. Fails.
failed. Yeah, even when Rana is failing, Gill is failing. They have to also see who's the better player to open the innings along with Rana. I think it's high time. Not high time, but yeah, management should rest Shubman Gill for a match or two, and then they should take him back. So in that case, he gets some form, and he starts hitting the runs again. When you compare his last 2 seasons, he was in a great form. To be very honest, he performed well for the team. But coming today in this season, he really needs some rest. And after that, yes, I wish him that he strikes the ball, and he scores a big run, because he is the future of our Indian cricket.
Brilliant.
So
And Sunny, you got a
I
question
just
for
want to
Varun?
make a point here. Sandy Paji, Yashasvi Jaiswal is in place of Manan Vora, and
Thank
Lord
God.
Unadkat is playing in place of Shreyas Gopal.
Wow, 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 wow. All hail Lord Nutcut. I will do the puja straight after this. I will do a puja for Lord Nutcut, as I know he's playing. I am donning the blue shirt again today, and hopefully Lord Nutcut will do well. Anything for KKR? Do we know any team news for KKR? Varun?
Yeah, it says Mavi comes in for Nagarkoti.
Wow, wow, wow. That's a big call, Rishabh. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I mean, I feel that he hasn't performed well, and like obviously in the last season as well, and again like in the last game he was not up to his standards. So I think Mavi should have got the chance in the initial games, but now if he has a chance, so he has to perform well for us now.
And we look at this
Just, just, just,
group of
just want to add on. Yeah,
Bola, bola, bola.
yeah.
Bola na?
Just want to add on this Shivam Mavi point. Actually, don't you think that KKR has not utilized Nagarkoti and Mavi well? when it comes to how Chennai Super Kings have utilized Deepak Char or Kings and Punjab has utilized Arshdeep Singh. Don't you think KKR management is not being doing justice to both these players? Because बहुत टाइम पहले से हम देख रहे हैं कि बहुत टैलेंट है नागरकोटी प्लेइंग वेल इन द अंडर 19 बट यू फील दैट मैनेजमेंट से कहीं ना कहीं चूक हुई है दोनों को यूटिलाइज करने में पाजी
ऋषभ भाई
I mean, Nagarkoti was injured in 2019 season, and in one season they both were injured. So it was good from the KKR management. They, that they don't, उन्होंने उनको छोड़ा नहीं. But at the same time, what I feel is that we are not utilizing the talents of Shivam Mabi well, because I feel he's a very very good fast bowler. He's from UP, so I know I have seen him from close quarters. Like मैंने उनका practice session वगैरह सब बहुत पास से देखा है. But as far as Nagarkoti is concerned, I saw him performing well in under 19s. He was bowling his Yorkers. He was bowling. Even if he was bowling those length deliveries, he was up he was up at that for 140 145 mark. But after that injury in 2019 season, I don't really think that that sharpness in Nagarkoti is there. I haven't seen him bowling those sharp Yorkers which he was bowling in under 19 World Cup. So I don't really think this point is valid as far as Nagarkoti is concerned. But yes, Shivam Mavi, I think that he should be playing all the 14 games, and he should be utilized well by the KKR management.
And Basha, you got a point on that?
Yeah, I got a point to make is that BCCI, the Board Cricket Control of India, has spent around 1 crore or something, close to that amount of money just to get Nagarkoti and Shivam Mabi fit. To be very honest, to play for the future games, and I don't see them playing at the national, the international level as of now. But I am always, I'm always sad or disappointed, though I'm not a KKR fan, to be very honest. Neither I've supported them in my life. But I feel disappointed and sad when Nagarkoti and Shivam Mavi is not utilized together. Both of them have a great understanding. They can snatch a game even from even the likes of Virat Kohli and Rohit, and we say about MS. Even those teams can struggle in front of them, but still either it's Kamlesh playing or it's Shivam playing any of the match. But if I really want them to get a certain match together. They should analyze their performance. Say if 4 matches, 5 matches, whatever their target is or the bar is, and then they should take a call whether either of them should be playing or they're good to go together. So this is my point to make.
No, that's a very good point, and I'm thinking of the quite similar thing. If Shivam Mavi or Nagarkoti were to go onto the market, as a Rajasthan Royals fan, would I want them in my team? The answer is yes. I would go for one of them with Kartik Tyagi and then play Kartik Tyagi and Mavi in the same team. And then we have Sakaria as well. So he probably is a better fit for RR, where he will get the matches. And being a right arm bowler, because we've now got quite a few lefties, I would be very happy having Shivam Mavi or Nagarkoti in our team. And KKR haven't managed them properly because I think they are a jodi, as we say in Punjabi, that they can bowl good on each side, and I do rate them as high as Prasidh Krishna. So that's what we have. Up to you, Varun, quickly to yourself. So Rajasthan Royals are chasing. Is that a good thing for Rajasthan Royals? And do you now favour Rajasthan Royals to win this game?
Yeah, I think chasing is the perfect option for this pitch, and yes, I'm favouring RR to win this one because Unadkat is. I don't have high expectations on Unadkat, but I feel like he might perform well today. But the thing is, I just read a stat that KKR and RR are two teams which give more than 9 runs per over. Other than the little kids Punjab Kings, KKR and RR, they give away a lot of runs, and this is going to be a high scoring game. I just feel so. Unadkat, he can make he can take the big wickets, but he should analyze the pitch very well and then bowl according to the pitch, and then only RR can succeed today.
So Sunny Bhai, I say RR chasing. I'll ask you the same question. Who starts as favourites for this game now? Is the toss that important that RR should now in the driving seat, or do you favour KKR to win today?
Well, definitely, as I said about, playing Yashasvi Jaiswal today at Wankhede, and, also knowing the fact that they're chasing now, they definitely automatically becomes my favorite to win this encounter. And I just want to mention one more thing, that today is the birthday of God of Cricket Sachin Tendulkar. So happy birthday to Sachin
Yeah.
Tendulkar, and all the best wishes for him for being healthy and being what he is for all of
Yeah.
us.
Yes, and as I said, we did mention that with obviously son-in-law, future son-in-law, we might have Shubman Gill playing for KKR today. Maybe there'll be a party in the Tendulkar home if KKR win today. I'm not so sure, because obviously Lord Nadkat is playing, and I'm sure Jay Dev we will win today. So hopefully that will happen. Basha, to you, who's going to be the star player today, in your opinion?
Okay, so when it comes to KKR, my star player will be Russell Muscle, Andre Russell, and with the bowling and batting as well, I have high hopes from him. When it comes to Rajasthan, I am to be very honest. People can disagree with me, but it will be Riyan Parag. Something big is coming today. Something big will
Fancy
come
the
because
name?
he has failed to perform in the last four matches, and he is someone who always thinks something other about his performance. So yes, today he is going to hit some big runs. So hoping for the best, and I'll not comment and I'll not say which team is going to win, because every team, the team who are into the bottom half of the table after four games will directly eye for the fourth spot on the playoff, not the top spot. So
Yes.
it will be like the good team will win the match today.
And that's what we're saying, and it's good to put that analysis in there. We think Royal Chokers, Bangalore, are going to be definitely in the top four. We think Delhi Capitals should be in the top four. And then obviously you cannot discount Ambani MI missing in action. So we might see Mukesh at the next game, and maybe things will change there. Rishabh, to you, are we going to see Tripathi come to the party? Because Tripathi played for Rajasthan, I think, in the past. Do you think the party will come to the ground? And who's your main man today for KKR?
I have chosen a very odd person today, to be honest, but I'm going in with Rahul Tripathi today. I feel that the top three. I mean, he's a talent house, I would say. So I think he should be performing well today, and also I feel that the top three will perform really good today, like the Shubman Gill and Nitish Rana as well as Rahul Tripathi. Obviously, we all have high expectations from Muscle Russell, obviously, but I feel that the top three should perform well today. So I have very high expectations from Rahul Tripathi today.
And as I said, it's perfect that you picked that chick, because I said Rahul Tewati is the guy that I'm thinking in the back of my head might turn up to the party today. Because he's playing against Rajasthan Royals, who he played for before as well. I always fear a comeback. Somebody comes back to their old franchise and does the business. Anuj Bhai, I'm so happy Shreyas Gopal is not playing. Are you happy that the Lord is playing?
Absolutely, the way he performed in his first match, we all wanted to play him against the RCB as well, but just because of that leg spin barrier of Virat Kohli, management opted for Shreyas Gopal. So obviously, we'll be wanting this Unatkar to rise on the occasion, but I want Chetan Sakaria to be out there. I mean, the journey he had in his life. मैं चाहता हूं कि एक पंजा मारे आज केकेआर के खिलाफ केकेआर है तैयार वी आर सीन बट आज एक पंजा लगाए 5 विकेट लें थोड़ा मजा आया मैच में यंगस्टर अर्शदीप की तरह परफॉर्म करें सो आई वांट दैट performance from Chetan Sakaria. But adding to the point of Rishabh, he's going with Tripathi, but I just feel that Russell the muscle, what we saw in the last match, can can go berserk today because जो intent उन्होंने दिखाई थी from the ball one, I just sense that आज रसल का तूफान आ सकता है आज रसल की आंधी आ सकती है.
Yeah. आज यूके च धुप निकली है, कोई तूफान निशानी है नहीं सबको. So hopefully Russell Muscle will be sitting on the podium, on the steps, with his bat in his hand, very sad, because I really wanted KKR to win against Chennai, the pensioners, but KKR fell short. So it's a must-win game today. Varun, as you are tipping Rajasthan and Lord Unadkat, hopefully, do you think they will bring it home today?
Yeah, absolutely. Chasing first, as I said, it was a great, it was a great toss for Rajasthan Royals to chase first. So absolutely going with RR today.
Okay, cool. And Sunny Bhai, finally to yourself, you have the final deciding voice. We've heard Rishabh's case, we've heard Anuj's case, you've heard my case, and Basha and Varun's. Who is going to win today, and who is going to be the star man for your fantasy team? Because I know you love the Dream 11.
Yeah, for me it's going to be Josh Butler, because when it comes to chasing, no one can actually do it better than him. So I back Josh Butler to chase down whatever total KKR put up today, whether it be 150, 160 or what.
So there we have it today, guys. Thank you for joining us on the World Cricket Fans Forum, the Fans Dugout, which has been an amazing journey for all of us. We've linked New Delhi, we've linked Jaipur, we've got New York in Varun, myself in UK, and we've had Robert in Calcutta. So getting all the fans together is what our mission is, and we are doing that for you during the IPL. And please, please, please share your fan stories with us on the WCF Facebook page, or on the YouTube page, or on the Insta page. You're most welcome into our forum, and you may even send us your fan story, and you may even get some merchandise for World Cricket fans. Thank you, Gurnam Paji, for giving us the stage again, sitting in Australia. So we are connecting the World Cricket fans today. Hopefully we will be singing Halla Bol, Jai Dev. Hopefully that will happen. And Rishabh, if you lose, I will send you some rashagulle. I know the postage strike in Delhi might happen, but don't worry, we will get rashagulle for you if you lose today, and we will have dal bati churma tonight. So thank you guys for joining us. I must go and do my puja for Lord Anadkat. Take care. Join us tomorrow, same time, same place, for Sunrisers versus Delhi. That should be a big game. And also Chennai versus Bangalore. Virat versus Dhoni. It should be an exciting day. So join us tomorrow, same time, same place. Halla bol.